This is an opponent that's going to be ready to go. They're back home, very talented, so we got to be ready. But I like where we're at right now.
How about your quarterback situation? Get that out of the way. Where are you at with that?
Yeah, so Golf will go through. He'll throw today. Just see where he's at. But until we know more from there, we're planning on Boyle, and then certainly Blau's ready.
Do you have an expectation of? I mean, how close is Jared? I guess is the.
Yeah, I mean it's tough to say. You know, there again, he's basically sat for 2 days, and so we'll know a lot more today. He said he felt better today, so we'll see what it looks like. See if he can get out there and move around a little bit.
And on top of that, Taylor missed yesterday's practice. Didn't show up in the injury report on Wednesday. So what happened there, and what is your concern about his availability on Sunday?
No, I think he's good. I think it was not as bad as we thought it could be. So I think this is I think we're fine. I think he's going to be good to go. And look, he's tough, man. So he's going to handle this well. Got it checked out and should be good.
Practice today.
What's that?
Will he practice today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
They got King show back. Just obviously really talented guy. They're second in the league in rushing. That's really kind of how they want to run their offense. Just what it means to get him back, and just the challenge of facing a guy like that.
Yeah. Well, I would say it's very similar to talking about Najee Harris last week. You know, this team they'll try to run this offense through Chubb. You know, I think he's a special player. I think he's if there is such a thing as being underrated, he may be one of these underrated backs in the league. I mean, you could argue he's the best or top 2 or something. I just think this guy's he's a special back, and so we know they're gonna give him the ball. He's gonna carry a load. You know, we stated even the other day, even in the games where they haven't won, I mean, they're averaging over 25 carries. So they're going to commit to it, especially in the conditions we're getting ready to face. And I know this: if we don't have population around the football with this guy, or we don't try to wrap up and buy some time for our teammates to get there, this guy will make you look bad. So, but we understand that too. Our defense knows that.
Coach, in that regard, do you feel good about your team can build on what it did last week, both defensively and how you ran the ball offensively? You have something you can build on in those 2 areas?
Well, yeah, you'd like to think so. I mean, you'd like to think that it's something that we can continue to do. You know, that there's something to be said about that recipe, having, giving you the best chance to have success. Now, I bring this up again. Our defense came up with turnovers too. Now, that's got to be very much a part of this. We have to have some turnovers, and we got to protect the football just like we did last week offensively. That's as big a part as anything is in all this.
In relation to the Chubb-Harris comparison, Harris last week got over 100 yards, but also had a long 12. I think it took him 25 carries to get there. As AG, how do you take that performance? What was your, view of the performance after the fact? Is that something that if you repeat something like that this week, you feel kind of good about?
I would tell you I was happy, because I think that sometimes when you talk about these guys, to say stop them that's easy to say, but that's not always easy to do. So I think contain him is big, and I felt like we contained Najee last week. I think we have to try to contain Chubb this week, and if we do that and get some turnovers, we'll have success.
We haven't seen a lot of Boyle. Obviously, he got hurt in preseason and haven't played much before that. But he does seem to have a big arm, maybe less risk averse than Jared, not as experienced. But does he open up anything in the playbook? Like, is there something that he may allow you to do a little bit more, just having him on the field?
Well, it's tough to say right now, Dave. You'd like to think that, but I think some of that is. Let me say this about Tim Boyle. He lacks zero confidence, I can tell you that. He's got plenty of confidence. And so that's a good thing, but that can also, you know what I mean? So we'll see where this game goes, if he's our guy, and see where the weather takes us, see where he takes us. But I know this, we have to be smart with him and let him work into a rhythm. Good. I would say Wednesday he looked a little rusty, which you would expect. He came back yesterday, looked better. And I would expect he looks even better today. So I would say he's on track.
How are you planning on splitting the reps with Jared Goff back at practice?
Yeah, well, there again, we got to see how he can throw before we start giving reps. So we'll know that before we get into the live reps of practice. And if we feel like he can throw, then we'll give him some reps. But otherwise, it's hard to try to split those reps until you feel like, all right, this guy can do it, he can throw. So I think that'll be predetermined before we get to the live stuff.
Is that a decision you feel comfortable taking up to Sunday morning, or do you need the decision here, today?
I think I need to make that today. I do.
Why?
I just think, man, when you start talking about quarterbacks, a little different. It's like, well, this receiver here could play, those are hard enough. When you talk about a quarterback, I think it needs to be, these are your reps, you're locked in, you're ready to go. That's all.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Okay. All right.